I would have cinched that down there, buddy. It's my podcast now. We're leaving them behind, guys.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber. You go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
Yo, what's up, internet, and welcome back to another episode of Three Averagely Intelligent Dudes discussing dangerous ideas. And this time we're in a little bit of a different format. We're in a little bit of different location.
We seem
here.
to be moving.
Yeah, that's different.
This is not a green screen. You're seeing this.
Interactive.
He's full body, John.
He's deaf.
You've never seen full body. You've only seen the
You've only
top
seen
half
me
of
from
us.
the belly button up.
Here's my shoes. And yeah, today we're taking it outdoors and we're gonna have a cool little calm discussion about it's like our post-election update.
This is election 2
Yeah.
COVID-19 Boogaloo. That's what we're gonna call. No, that's not what we're calling it.
Election 2.
This is the recap.
We did not agree
This
on
is
that.
the recap. This is like election recap, you know. I think we all gave our predictions last time and like what we thought would happen, and here we are. What's today?
17,
The
16?
16th.
16.
So we're good like 2 weeks out, or like a week and a half out from the
Speaking of our
results.
predictions, who got the presidential race right?
I definitely voted that Trump would win,
Yeah,
so
I got that
I think I got that wrong. But I don't think we've seen the level of political unrest
Correct.
that we all
got that wrong.
that was gonna
Very
come
true,
about. I mean, we still don't know yet. You know what I mean? Like we're still a long way to
Well,
go.
it hasn't really been decided yet.
That's what they
Well,
keep
someone
saying.
did get knocked out at a Trump rally yesterday.
Well, there's small incidents.
Yeah, there was no massive civil unrest. There was a big MAGA rally, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's what they said. I saw in the little headlines or whatever. They said they made 20 arrests the other day in Washington, D.C. Yeah, they had like 20-something arrests in Washington. So, I mean, it hasn't been that. Like, I was like, they were saying it like it was a big deal. Four
no
cops
major
got
arrests.
hurt. I was like, yeah, it's a pretty good day, honestly. Like, that happens every day in Los Angeles.
I mean, especially when you have a MAGA rally surrounded by people who think that there was no election fraud. You're going to have some sparks fly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do y'all think, though? What do y'all think? There's fraud in our election process?
Not
or?
anymore, any more than there usually is.
Any more or less
Probably a
than
couple-
there usually
probably a
the
couple
normal,
hundred cases.
You know, the regular amount of fraud.
I definitely
Probably
think...
a couple hundred cases out of, 150 million.
Yeah. There's a world where I see, I mean, if you think about these are all like state officials and stuff and like regular counties people that are counting these votes and doing all that stuff. Those people are you and me, like they're not like really like official, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we elected the fucking poll counters.
The lady
and
counting.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's why
I'm
we have
sure
the poll watchers.
I'm sure there's some spiteful little old lady somewhere who's like stuffing ballots in her purse and taking them home with her or whatever. but-
Whatever, yeah.
I don't see it as like this whole they stole the election.
Yeah. Because I'm so much of like an evidence-based person, I can't say that I feel like there's fraud.
Yeah.
But I also can't say that I believe all the people that say that there isn't fraud per se because they keep getting everything wrong. And so like they got the first election wrong, and then they got this one wrong. They were correctly got the winner, but not by the margin everybody said. Like nobody, I mean 11 points nationally. He looked like he was gonna landslide him.
But do you wanna
and then he was so marginally close, 4 million votes just in the electoral or just in the popular.
But I mean,
So
do
it's
you want
like-
to trust the guy who told us that the 2016 election was filled with millions of cases of fraud?
I don't trust any of
So
them.
he
That's what I'm
said,
saying.
yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
They said there was
When-
fraud in
I don't
2016.
trust Trump when he comes out, there's massive fraud. But I also don't trust CNN when they come out and be like, there's no fraud. Like it's the same to me.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they said. No, I think what the mainstream media is saying is that this was a secure election, meaning that there was probably small amounts of fraud, like there is in every election.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, right. Like we did about as best as we could or as normally as we
Yeah,
could.
they didn't say it was a clean game.
No red cards.
Yeah, it was a clean game. There was no fouls. But dude, I mean, on the outside side though, like we've never seen a president do this regardless of the situation, right? Like, I'm pretty sure that plenty
You're
of
making me think about the tweet now. My man came out yesterday at a press conference and they were like, oh, Trump conceded. He said Biden might have won. And then, what did they say, like 54 minutes later?
92
92 minutes later,
about
Trump
an hour
goes
and a
on
half.
Twitter with the greatest quote ever. I concede nothing. What? He just came out with it.
You always have to put it in the Senator Palpatine voice. He capitalized it that way. Everything, nothing.
Yeah, he said, I concede capitals nothing.
But it was so funny too. Like you said, you could tell. It's like he put that other Trump out, and he was like, "Yeah, he won, but it's like not that big a deal." And then everybody's like, "He said he won.
conceded.
He said he won." He's like, "I didn't say that.
I
didn't say that
concede
shit.
shit.
That's not what I said.
You want a rigged
That's
election.
not what I said." Hey, I concede nothing.
I concede nothing.
Oh man. But it's almost weird. It's almost like it's like a posturing move in that sense too. Like you have to constantly put up the fact that you're not giving up, so that people keep like fighting for it, right? Like.
Well, yeah, if you want people to keep marching and to keep believing
Right.
that you're the president, if you want to hold on to power, what would the move be?
Yeah, you have to say like, I'm not conceding. Like this is still an ongoing matter.
You can't concede and still be the president.
Right.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
You can concede and still be president for 70-something more days.
Days, right? But it's weird. If this is what you do now, I wonder what you do in 70 days from now. Like, how does this end? Like, how does this go on?
Historically,
to proliferate?
presidents have used the lame duck period to do things like give pardons to
Right.
people that
Yeah.
if they had given pardons to previously, they would have been drug under the bus.
Yeah, everybody would have been talking mad shit about him and shit.
And so that's what we might see. We might see a bunch of like people like Michael Flynn, people like that were investigated as part of the Russia investigation or
Yeah.
the Ukraine impeachment.
Yeah.
He might just mass pardon a bunch of those people.
His
Because
cronies.
he's been talking about that for 4 years now.
About doing that. I mean, there's definitely some damage still to be done from this.
I mean, he's
presidency.
definitely going on a fire fest.
I've got Mark Esper.
Mark Esper
You
got fired. I
Mark
heard he fired all the heads of the Pentagon or some shit. Like, he's just like, all right, well, if I'm out, then you're all coming with me, bitch.
That's what Mary Trump said on election night. Mary Trump on election night said, well, if he loses, he's bringing us all down with him.
Yeah.
But he's only bringing his own people right now. I think he's staging his coup, right? He's like, you got to get the people out who who disagree with the idea of going to war
Really
and
good way of
civil.
staging his coup.
Yeah.
He's not currently cooing us.
Not yet, but he's like
setting it up.
putting the
But,
new.
yeah,
Chess pieces.
they're all meeting in the parking lot. Like car meet.
We just need Giuliani.
Who's
We
with
need to get
us?
a wire on
He's
Giuliani.
doing a who's with us.
He's calling out
Like,
names. Lev Parnas.
I'm not with you.
Lev Parnas. Lev didn't show up. Oh, he's indicted? Okay, what about John James? Oh, yeah, here you are. I see you, John. The only black guy.
The only
Thank
one
you for
that-
showing up.
Oh, Ben Carson. Never mind. I'm sorry. Ben Carson. Oh, you got COVID-19. Oh, now you got to stay home quarantine.
home.
Yeah, but I guess there's a
didn't do so
couple.
well.
There has been a couple of Republicans they said that have jumped up and kind of backed this whole like, oh, we're going with fraud. Okay, yeah, fraud.
Fraud.
It's totally fraud.
Yeah.
Well, they're hammering their bets because they know that the Democrats already don't like them. So if Trump ends up pulling out the fraud win, then they're still in good standing with him. But if he loses, then they're in bad standing with him anyways, and he's not going to be the president.
Oh, man.
So they're just hedging. They're hedging their bets. They're
Yeah.
like,
Can you
well,
imagine if Lindsey
If he
Graham
wins.
or one of these people came out and was like, Trump, you need to admit that you lost power, and then Trump actually finds a way to stay in power? Lindsey Graham's done for. Like, you can't backpedal off of that. You backpedaled enough.
That's right here. You backpedaled enough. Might be going the wrong way here. Hold on. Whoa, photo op. You did see that this week. You get some Instagram caption on this bitch over there.
and then this is where the Sycamore came from. Like I said, there's no dotted lines anywhere near it, so I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna get there. We might have to scale some bridges or something. It's gonna be exciting.
But there's also a haircut professional out here somewhere. So. It's the we really didn't think about this wind for me.
The wind. Can you hear us right now?
Yeah, like we apologize a million times over.
I apologize for nothing. I apologize for nothing. I made my decisions and I stand. I knew there was gonna be wind and I told you no, motherfucker. I came out here anyways.
We got a president that consciously ignored the wind.
He knew in January that it would be windy.
And he did.
So there was wind on your watch.
It was wind on your watch and you told no one. You did nothing. Now you need to hand over the wind briefings to Biden so that he can...
He's not letting us in to talk to the wind
There's
professionals.
classified wind-breaking technology that the Biden team does not have access to.
So,
We were worried about podcasting while playing FIFA, but I'm getting just as winded.
oh my God, Joe Biden! Wait,
Joe Biden won! Joe Biden won!
I mean, I still think that we could see the political unrest, though. The political unrest is still very much on the table.
Let this whole Trump thing come out. Like, let there actually be a bunch of fraud, and the whole thing gets turned over. Yeah. Oh, you gonna see some violence.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You gonna see some
If it
violence.
gets turned over-
If it gets turned over, oh, buddy, you gonna see the most violence.
As unlikely as that is, I agree with you. That would cause.
Oh, that would be terrible.
massive
That would be like
problems.
worst case scenario, because I really don't care which one of them is the president.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, whatever it means less people will be in the streets causing violence, I'm like, yeah, just go with that one.
Joe Biden presidency.
Yeah, exactly. Just go with that one. Just please, for the love of God, I don't care anymore.
But then that's almost like giving into mob mentality. You know what I mean? Like that's
It is
allowing
almost,
the
yeah.
mob to become.
They're like holding us hostage.
the
That
ruler.
goddamn mob that voted him in. That goddamn mob that legally voted him in. They're ruling us.
Well, this is a hypothetical situation in which we actually found out that they illegally voted him in. So
True. That would.
And then and
that
then
would
they
void your the whole
Hypothetically
thing.
speaking, that would be a problem.
That would be a problem.
Hypothetically.
And so I don't know what I would rather do. Like, I don't like if it comes out. Like, I think if it comes out that it was massive fraud, you're gonna have to overturn it. Like, you can't just
Yeah.
not do anything.
I just really don't see that happening.
Here's the thing that I'm talking about. Like all the damage has been done, like they said, because how am I supposed to trust whatever evidence you come out with that says it was fraud?
Right.
You know, like you've already like it's been seeded now that nothing can be trusted.
Yeah, I can't trust
Can't
anybody.
Trust the counting. Can't trust the fraud. You can't trust anything. So
You can't trust I can't even trust this fraud to be true.
I can't even trust this goddamn president to tell me it's something that's true.
It's like it's a weird situation because when they do say they do come out with a bunch of massive fraud that's uncovered, I'm sitting there thinking, Trump put that fraud in there somewhere.
He planted that fraud.
He just sprinkled some crack on it.
Sprinkle a little bit of fraud on these voting machines. Rudy
And we'll pay
Giuliani
you
said in
$100,000 to claim that you may have committed fraud.
Rudy
Real quick on
Giuliani.
that. Yeah, go ahead with your Rudy.
Well,
Giuliani.
I was just saying that in an interview he did recently, he said that he had proof, but that he could not disclose it yet.
Rudy Giuliani.
I mean, this man is a lawyer, so he knows how to lawyer very well.
Rudy Giuliani brought a guy out that was supposedly a poll watcher in Philadelphia.
Okay.
The guy comes up to the podium, right, and he gives his little spiel about how he saw voter fraud or something.
This is at the Four Seasons debacle.
the Four Seasons landscaping, yes. So he brings this guy up who's claiming
some
I'm a
bushes here.
poll watcher from Philadelphia. Turns out this guy is a convicted child sex offender from New Jersey who's ran
Ooh.
for political office.
Oh, wait, pre or post sexual molestation?
Oh, post.
Oh, that's
He was-
a bad
he did
look.
jail. He did jail.
And then ran for office.
Yes. And
Did
never
he get-
won office.
Okay, I was like, please, for the love of God, New Jersey, tell me you did not elect this man.
But what he did win was the contract to go in front of the world for Rudy Giuliani and tell them he was a Philadelphia poll worker who saw fraud. He did win that.
But
Well,
like
that
I
seems
told
kind
you,
of interesting.
These poll watchers are not to be trusted.
Not
That's
to
what
be
I'm saying.
trusted.
They are just normal fucking fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they could just be pedophiles and child molesters too. So
Yeah.
it's fascinating, man. But either way, I just think like in the end, it's just a disgrace. Like I said, I don't even give a shit. Like as far as I'm concerned, every election is rigged. Every election has fraud.
I know, right?
That's like part of the game. And so you don't come and like bitch and complain when you lose the game. You know, you just
Damn, I
suck it
didn't
up like a fucking man and
I
say
didn't cheat
lost.
well enough.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like yeah,
you got outbested, buddy.
got-
And I would think too that it would be really hard to make like hundreds of thousands of fraudulent votes.
Right.
Because these things are being checked against real names and real things. Like you can't just make them up.
Yeah,
Like there's
yeah.
a whole system in place from poll watching
Yeah.
to ballot checking to all the there's just tons of processes
Yeah,
in place.
well, they're in place, but it requires that the people actually follow them, which we know people tend not to do.
Well, that's why you have poll watchers.
But even
whole
them,
point.
they're the same people. So the poll watchers aren't doing their jobs. The fact checkers aren't fact checking the fact checkers. So like nobody's being held accountable. Really,
Overwatch is never like a good
solution.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got you.
Like so, because that's the thing is like you're talking about hundreds of millions. Like I've heard of at least 5 cases of dead people voting multiple times in places. So not only did they vote multiple times, these are dead people. People that are dead. And you don't even check to see if this person's alive.
Should we go this way or should we go up this top?
Oh, let me check the map. I have the map out.
Get some view around here too. Yeesh. Crazy. This is why we can't wait for the robots to take over this shit, man.
Right? How awesome would it be to just have a little spot dog just right in front of us carrying this fucking camera?
Oh, I meant for the elections.
Oh, I thought you meant so that we wouldn't have to hold this fucking camera. And I was like, yes.
That
See,
too.
that's, again, immediately after it's over, I'm like, all right, fuck these niggas. Because, like, again, I'm watching it for entertainment. So once, you know, the finale happens and the whole election's over, I'm like, all right,
Oh, but there's an
that was a fun season.
That's why they're
That's
keeping
true.
you hooked.
Yeah.
This is the post show right now.
Yeah.
They're like talking to everybody and starting up the
It's
rivalries.
Like, it's like in The Bachelorette and all that shit when they get them all back on the show
Yeah.
to like just talk about what happened during
Talk
the
shit.
show.
What did you think when Kylie called you a cunt?
You know, honestly, I was really upset by that. So, anyways, they're extending the drama on us right now for sure.
Good play.
But it's a good play. I mean, but my point again is like I said, where does this culminate, right? Like if this is what your move that you make now, what move do you make if all this fails, no fraud's proven, all your lawsuits go bunk? Then what do you do 70 days from now when it's time to get the fuck out?
Call in the Boogaloo Boys of the White House,
I
baby.
can see nothing.
Stand up and step out.
baby. Let's go.
That's what you're gonna do.
I feel like it is. Like that's his only play after that point, you know? Like I said. I
Because
think
we
it's
know that Trump is a double downer.
Oh,
so he's
for
not gonna fold.
sure. He's not gonna fold. He never
Even when the
folds.
river comes out and you show your hand and he's like, but I got some extra aces here. Like, how many aces you want?
Yeah.
He could be like 20 feet underwater drowning, and you just hear from the bubbles coming up to the top, I'm still alive.
You'll never get me.
I'm not even wet.
It's definitely
Not even wet.
he's definitely Senator Palpatine in that way. Like
So
he just
funny.
never dies. Even when you
Yeah.
think he's dead, he comes
Yeah,
back.
he comes
10
back
years,
for the
there's
third
going to be in
trilogy.
another movie.
Yeah, he shows up in the
And then now there's always another term looming over our heads out there somewhere. Like he might come back 10
Maybe
years
he'll just
from
do
now
a
and run,
third
Oh, God,
run
help
again.
us all.
Oh, we made such a funny joke the other day. We were like, man, you know what? We should just call Jimmy Carter. Somebody call Jimmy Carter and get Jimmy Carter down here. Let's get Jimmy Carter back. He's
still
got
got
another
a
term.
term.
in him. That's
He got
allowed.
another term in.
He only did one.
So funny. But that'll be Trump now too. He'll be hanging out there maybe just possibly
88. He'll be
looming.
like, I'm running again. Biden ruined it.
Cyber Trump, he's got fucking half a metal face. Looking like Dr. Doom.
I'm back.
I conceded nothing.
Now I'm
Looking like
master
General-
of the universe.
General Grievous. He just-
I concede nothing. The election was
I
rigged.
beat the COVID and I'll beat Biden too.
Everybody knows I won the 2020 election by a large
Yeah,
amount.
that's true. That's definitely gonna happen because you can see Hillary. Every time Hillary gets talked to, she's like, "Well, you know, back in 2016 when I got the election stolen from me."
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just saying, I could see Trump doing the same thing. Well, everybody knows that I won in 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's
yeah.
already texted or he's already tweeted that multiple times. He said, "If you count only legal votes, I won by a large margin."
yeah.
I doubt it.
Uh,
I really doubt
pretty,
that.
and then Twitter's like, "Hey man, he just playing. Hey, he just playing, dog.
Hey, don't listen to him. He's
Hey, look at this little
It's
blue text right here, man. He's
It's
just playing."
crazy when Twitter has to mute your president. Yeah, like that's crazy to me. When,
Never thought
when
I'd see
Twitter.
that.
You ever see the day where your president on Twitter gets like his tweets taken down?
Did anybody happen to see how many votes Kanye got?
No,
love to
I
see
didn't.
that.
I
I'm
would
gonna
love
have
to
to
see
ask
the
the
numbers
Google
on
machine
that.
How many
yeah.
votes Kanye got?
Okay,
sure.
Google. How many votes did Kanye West get in the election? You just not listening to me? Okay, fuck you then too. How many votes
Yeah, that's a good little.
did Kanye?
Kanye gonna run again.
Oh, 2024 vision, baby.
Yeah.
Oh baby, it's coming.
I think I might actually vote this time.
He's gonna do serious.
Let's see here.
You would vote for Kanye West president?
I don't know. It depends on his platforms. If he has a good platform, yeah.
Kanye
Bunch of good lip
West.
service.
Well,
Oh, okay. Kanye West got 1,200 and Oh no, wait, this is just Vermont. Fuck off here.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I was like 1,000 votes. I was
The
like, that can't be
whole
right.
nation.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Yeah, at least got a half a mil.
All right, here we go. We're out in the middle of nowhere, so give me a second to figure with this.
We are literally like, this is the thing that be tripping me out about this, dude. You could just tumble down. I mean, I know you're gonna die, but it's gonna be a good little tumble down.
Oh, okay, so Kanye receives so little votes that he's actually just in an
Other category.
yeah, he's in a category of other candidates. I think that's just Kanye though, and it's hard to tell, but he got 426. That other candidates got 426,375 votes. But Howie Hawkins, who was the ticket for the Green Party, he received by himself 381,000
Let it go
votes.
by.
So it's like, I don't know. Not bad.
Also, Jesse Ventura was also the Green Party candidate in Alaska, so he got a bunch of Green Party votes in Alaska, even though Alaska was the only state that he was the Green Party candidate in.
How did that happen?
Because Alaska said, "Fuck you, Green Party. We're choosing Jesse Ventura as our candidate."
That's hilarious. They can do that shit.
Howie Hawkins must have been pissed about that.
He still got more votes than Jesse in Alaska, I believe.
Yeah, apparently the state legislature in Alaska was like, we want Jesse, and the people in Alaska was like, nah, I think we're gonna go with Howie.
But like Jesse Ventura is probably in that other category, so is
Yeah, with Kanye.
tons of other people.
So
yeah.
I mean, he got anywhere from 400 to 0 votes.
But dude, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
400,000,
The
I'm
other
sorry.
category didn't even break a mil.
Nah.
And then like you got the Republicans and Democrats at 70-something mil apiece. Like,
Joe Jorgensen was how many? Probably I think it was half a mil.
Joe Jorgensen.
It's like 497,000.
third most votes.
I think. Yeah, let me check.
We'll put it on the screen.
Votes, nowhere near it.
Oh, right there.
There.
Yeah, right there. It's right there, guys.
But it's crazy though that like, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's like hard to be a libertarian out here because it's not really.
For real,
a
everybody
thing.
looks at us like we're like, oh, that's
Whatever.
cute, that's adorable. And
Yeah.
it's like, look, bitch.
Like, we gotta figure it out over here. Okay?
Yeah, like I think I have a good idea of what's happening, considering the fact that I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. That's really the whole
That's
point.
wild, but
That's the
everybody
whole
else,
thing. Just
they're
don't
like,
tell me what to do.
No, we will tell you what to do.
We know better than
Somebody,
you.
one of these two people gonna tell you what to do, fucker.
You have to choose.
It's interesting, but you know, I mean, I do hope that we can like get on peacefully. You know, I do see a drama going for another 70-something days or so.
Oh yeah.
But you know, come that, I just think you know they grab him up by the arm and say, "Come on,
Come on, mister.
yeah, not even Mr.
Actually,
President.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, they don't.
Donald, you're acting like a fool. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
I don't see them getting close enough to put a hand on him and escort him out. Like, I think that
Yeah.
if
He
it
holds
comes
up.
down to Donald Trump being in the White House and not wanting to leave, he's gonna have that motherfucking building surrounded by Texas prison SWAT
You
and
think he'll go
fucking
full on
Boogaloo
with it?
boys.
I think it'll be
I
too
mean-
embarrassing to his own reputation at that point.
I don't know, man.
Because if like
He's got 72 million people that voted for him that think it's a fraud.
right now, and you say it doesn't
How
have
many of them
70.
are gonna
He
take
has
up
like
arms?
maybe 1 million. Like it's like what we're talking about, like social fan bases and stuff, right? Like you might have 10 million followers, but really only like 1 million of those people consume your content, and only about like 100,000 of those people will really ride for you, buy your
your
merch
shit and all that,
and
yeah.
do all that. And then of that, you know what I mean? Like it's a small
Maybe you
circle.
could
So you got maybe 74 million votes, but a lot of those people just didn't fuck with Democrats. You know, like they don't give a fuck about you. And then they lost, so they're out. And then it just gets some smaller concentric
Yeah.
circles. So
I don't see 74 million people taking
People-
up arms.
I didn't. Yeah,
Over
I'm not
it,
saying
an election.
100% not saying that everyone who voted for him is gonna back him in the coup. I'm just saying that's how many people voted for him.
sure. Well, I'm just saying, like, I think that all of those people, like, some of the large majority of those people have already lost interest. Another 70 like days from now, more of those people have lost interest. And then it's just you and your little tight group of cronies that are like, I'm telling you, it's fucking bullshit.
Oh, you
And
know
it's
what?
like,
I
nobody's gonna
just
be like,
realized
"Get the fuck
an
out, man."
actually worst case scenario.
Yeah.
What if one demented Trump supporter assassinated Biden?
Oh, just blow something up.
I was like,
or
because he
does
said
yeah,
coup, and then
mhm.
I was like, well, it's actually not a coup because he's the one in office.
Yeah.
It's like the first preemptive coup in history where you kill the guy who was going to take your
Yeah.
office. And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, what if just somebody killed Biden? Like, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be Trump, but like, if somebody did, they were just like, oh, like that guy that went to the Pizza Gate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody was just like, fuck that, it's
Yeah.
not happening.
Wait, this is an old creek bed?
Yeah, this is an old creek bed. You can see we just crossed it
if it had any water in there, we'd notice. But we just crossed it right there.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, right there.
It comes this way, and then when we were down there, it was on the other side.
Yeah, sure enough.
Dried up now.
Dried up like a
now.
bone.
I wonder if there's gonna be any water in this water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hopefully this waterfall got something in it, because the creek is
This
definitely
might just be a
not.
cliff.
That shit bone dry.
Waterfall, eh? Drive here.
On the side of this ridge.
Great corn. Oh man, y'all made this jump. That's actually a pretty impressive jump. There, take this.
Oh yeah, look at the stagnant pool.
Yeah, we found the waterfall.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna go swimming.
Look at all the water bugs. Yeah. They're healthy. They're good. You should just eat them. Eat the water.
Nothing alive in this water but disease.
Yeah, bacteria is the only thing that can survive in that.
Yeah, we'll climb up, and then the trail that we could have went off onto, that was the upper path. I think that's where this takes us, is right up here to where that is. So if we can climb up there and get to that trail, and then we'll just come down the other side.
Yeah, okay, let's try that. Oh, they're bumblebees and tons of them. I see. I was like, what's this noise?
I low-key thought that was my cell phone.
Beautiful, dude. Look at a little hole in the rock.
Oh, I know, crazy. All right, well, we probably don't have to look out too much for rattlesnakes, but just, you know,
Yeah, you know, if we get bit, we die.
keep that in
No
mind.
big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal. You get bit.
Like, you know, a good hour and a half away from medical.
Yeah, no, you get bit, you die.
An hour. There's people with houses here. Like, what are you talking about?
You gotta get to them. With
They're
someone who's
in
bit.
the park.
If you get bit, you die. And we still have to get down the waterfall or whatever. We,
Then get anti-venom, like. Oh shit. Like a fucking Terminator, dog.
Oh, I already slipped. Hey! We are gigantic predators! Run!
Yeah, like literally there's a point right this direction. If we could just walk straight up this, we could get there, but
That's a
can't.
huge if.
Yeah, looks a little bit easy.
You might just fall straight off the
Here, why
side of
don't
the
you
cliff
guys,
to your death. Where do we
it
think
worth
this? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it around this, honestly.
Yeah, what's the
Low
cost,
key, like I don't
cost
see.
benefit analysis?
Like this shit look thick as
Doesn't
hell.
look like it gets any cleared.
And then like that way too.
Maybe I'll open up satellite view.
Yeah, something. But you know, like I'm just sitting there thinking, like, do we really think this creek just like opens up to an awesome clearing and ends up right out of fucking trail? Like I doubt it.
Oh, I don't have any service. I can't.
All right, go the way you came. That's the only way you know.
go the way you
At least you know that threat. All right, well,
devil
we
you
tried.
know.
We tried. Hey, you gotta be willing to try. You know, that's all you gotta do. Be willing to try. Oh man, it's only gonna get funner as we try and traverse down this fucking waterfall. Real dudes doing real dude shit.
Dangerous stuff.
This is real.
Coming up this waterfall was a dangerous ass idea.
This is where you wish you had superior intelligence.
Not just that average.
Intelligence is not the wave sometimes. See, John's traversing well. There's where we started. That little town right there. This is where we've ended up. We're deep in the thick of it. This is where we're heading. To that rock right there. Nah, I'm just playing. I ain't going up there, which is fucking crazy. Look where I'm at. You think I'm gonna go up there? Just not this time. Everybody's gonna lose interest, you know, just publicly, and
Like
then
they always do.
Yeah, right. And then we'll just turn up whenever that Supreme Court justice that he put in there finally makes the decision.
ACB coming in for the dunk.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Don't worry.
Trump
I got
set up the
you.
alley oop and like
He got the
a
back
year later she
pocket
gonna
play.
come in with the fucking through the legs dunk.
I'm ready for Biden to become president so we can get these Biden bucks.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for my Biden
Let's
bus.
lock them down,
I was
boys.
gonna say, what you mean, your
Lock 'em down.
your Biden bedroom is what you mean? You're about to get locked up.
Yep, lock them down and send out the checks.
No,
Lock them down.
right now, it's really, we're about to come out, I think, and that's why they're fighting over this vaccine shit. Biden wants to be involved because they want to be able to say, we're the
us.
ones that brought the vaccine. Not Trump, us.
I think Trump tweeted about that this morning, saying like they just want to take the vaccines from us.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It's ours.
I have developed it. Trust me, it was me.
I developed everything.
Voted for Biden, you do not get a vaccine.
He was talking about there was a headline. I don't know. I didn't look into the story about like something about New York. He was gonna like keep the vaccines from New York. Like, no, I'm not giving it to those fools.
Andrew Cuomo had his chance.
Let them die.
Yeah, but either way, I'm over it, I think.
Yeah.
I think we just really wanted to bring you guys our second takes on what we had already said. Didn't want to leave you hanging. But this is my encouragement to everybody on the internet. Is like, if you're going to talk about this stuff, do it out in nature. Away from the bullshit.
Annoy everybody that's trying to hike.
Don't be like us. Don't sit in a studio and have intense, soft voice discussions about professional. Yeah, no. Go grab your iPhone, walk up to Marmalade Falls.
Get out. I think it does though. It softens it up, you know. I mean, it makes it not such a
I'm
serious
enjoying this.
thing. You know?
This is great, yeah.
100%.
Tell us if you guys want to see some more content like this, you know, like we're trying to keep it
Let's pull
interesting
up
for
here.
you guys so it's not just a green screen studio all the time. But yeah, if you like something like this, you know, this is an idea we had. We've had many, some of them dangerous. You know, maybe we'll do a bungee jumping thing.
You never know.
We'll skydive.
No, the fuck we won't.
Let me just nip that in the
We're
bud
gonna
right there.
nip that in the bud right now, Mac. We are not bungee jumping podcasting.
All right, well,
Either way.
never mind.
Thanks for tuning in to 3 Averagely Intelligent Dudes in Real Life. That's all this
Peace.
is.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this.